What's going on, paisanos? The video's not clickbait. It's true. I just spent almost $300 to enter a Pokemon regional. Now, Pokemon regional is more like a Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS, except it's better. And in this video, we're going to be going over the difference between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And basically answer the debate on which is better, why it's better, or why it's not better. I'm going to be going to this event in North Carolina come January, and when I go to this event, I'm going to be filming it. So for those that are not going to Pokemon events, or maybe have never thought about going to Pokemon events, I'll give you an opportunity to see the other side. See things that normally you won't be able to see, because at Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS events, you're only allowed to film in a small area, but at a Pokemon event, you're allowed to film anywhere. Everyone wants to know what I'm talking about. This is for the Pokemon regional in North Carolina in January 19th to the 21st. It's all going to be filmed, so you guys can go ahead and check everything out. I'll have a video up later on once I come home and edit the video of it. The Juniors Division, Seniors, and Masters all cost the same. It's $74.10. You're going, wait a minute, V. You spent around $300. Yes. You see, they actually offer more than just that. For a lot of players that want to attend the event, you can actually have the opportunity to go ahead and buy more. So once again, $69, $74 with tax and all. And then you can get packages. So stage 1, these are add-ons. You get an event shirt, 2 side event tickets. Stage 2, $90, event shirt, 4 side event tickets, dice, notebook, event pin, bag. And the VIP package, which I did buy, comes with an event shirt, 4 side event tickets, dice, notebook, pin, VIP static seating, meaning I sit in one spot and people come to play me every round, VIP room, Wi-Fi password, badge with name, first or last, or trainer nickname, and an event backpack. The reason why I wanted to go with the highest one right out the gate is to show and see what you get, 2 is a good quality, and 3 is something worth it for players. Now, obviously, you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player saying, V, I'm going to a YCS event, or maybe I'm going to regionals. Why do I care about this? Well, how cool would it be if you could go to a YCS event and get stuff like this for you? Go to a YCS event and have this done already. I think this is a huge opportunity for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that have not basically had anything other than paying $20, getting 5 packs, and if you get there early on Friday, like super early, you could get a coin that you're immediately going to vendor away. So I do think this is great for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. I would love to see this in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's basically what I want to show you guys. I want you guys to understand that all these things Pokemon's doing, we should have here in Yu-Gi-Oh! And we're not having. Now, once again, it's $200 plus $74, and then I had to pay extra $10 with tax and all, almost $300 to play in a Pokemon event. I could have been cheap. I could have just paid the $74 for entry, but I wanted to get the full experience when playing in a Pokemon event, because I want to see if Konami maybe will offer this to Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Would you pay for all this in Yu-Gi-Oh! Imagine this is nothing but Yu-Gi-Oh! Wise. So you go to the next YCS, let's say in Columbus, and you get a shirt that says YCS Columbus with some cool artwork, maybe like tour guide or something, 4 side event tickets, event dice, notebook, pin, static seating, meaning when you play the YCS, if you're at seat number 400, you never leave it. VIP room, and we don't know what's in the VIP room. Hopefully I'll be able to do a video and show you guys what's in it. A Wi-Fi password in case your phone doesn't have service, a badge with your name on it, and a backpack for that event. It's really interesting to see that you can just get an event backpack by doing this. It's really interesting, because in Yu-Gi-Oh! The only way to get a backpack, well, is to win the YCS. And that's basically all there is. I mean, if you win a YCS, you get a YCS branded premium messenger bag. Well, technically it comes first or second, but you get what I'm trying to say. Little fun fact about that messenger bag, it's right over here. It's on eBay for $400. It's by a company called Timbuktu. They offer the same exact bag, new with tags, for roughly around $74. So if you don't want the YCS logo, the same exact bag, I mean, literally the same exact bag, can be found here for $74. Or for $100 if you want this. And to be honest with you, you can just pay someone to do this. It's really easy. My wife has the machine, like, to do this. I might just order this bag and get this done just for the exact lols. But for Pokemon, you can, of course, go ahead and get the full VIP treatment and do it this way. So once again, when that video is going to be coming out by the end of January, beginning February, hopefully, showing you guys this. But there's more, though. There's tons more. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh!, once again, you get a coin. $20, or 25 depending on taxes and depending who runs it. If you get to the event on Friday, you got the opportunity, the luxury, some might even say, to get a coin. If you get a gold coin, shiny, you can value that bad boy away. By the way, all this stuff goes for a lot of money. People buy and sell these nonstop. There's a secondary market for things like this within the Pokemon community, just like there's a secondary market for this in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. And I think Konami's leaving a ton of money on the table by not adding more incentivization for players. Not only those who pre-register, but those who maybe want an opportunity when they play at a YC's event to get a gift bag, to get a goodie bag. Like I said, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players would love to have the opportunity to play at a Yu-Gi-Oh event. And if you pay a little more, you get exclusive, let's say, a Funko Pop for YC's events, or a playmat for YC's event, sleeves for a YC's event. I'm going to be showing you everything that I'm going to be getting from this event just by walking in the door for this event. I think it's really important for people to understand that. Now, if anyone wants to know a little side note, I have 72 points towards Worlds. I've been playing Pokemon because Yu-Gi-Oh events, the Yu-Gi-Oh regionals, once you have your invite like I do, they all become a 300 to 500 man win-a-mat. That's it. $22.50 used to be $20, by the way, but $22.50, you get 5 booster packs, and after that, you play 8 to 9 rounds. Sometimes 7 is really small, but mostly 8 to 9 rounds. And the top 8 out of 300 to 500 players, well, you win a playmat. Now, this is a really nice playmat. It's cool. Top 4 also get a deck box. Cool. But you can just buy us online. But hey, you have the opportunity to win it. Now, don't get me wrong, Paisanos. I'm still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh! It's my favorite game. It still really is. I'm going to max rating my Rescue Ace deck because I love that deck so much. Whenever I really like a deck a lot, I focus on max rating it because I want to have the nicest version of something that I really do enjoy. And I do enjoy Rescue Ace, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be looking forward to playing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Nationals and future Yu-Gi-Oh! events. With that said, Pokemon just offers more, though. Once again, I have 72 points, and I need to get to 600 points. In fact, this week I'm going to be playing at 3 Pokemon Cups. Each can get me 50 points by winning it. And there's top cut. I can get more points if I come second, third, so on and so forth. And the reason why that's so important is because if I get more than 600 points, and I get to the tier 1 level, meaning I'm the top 1 to 16 players, I get a travel award, a round 1 bye, and, well, that's pretty amazing. Top 2, by the way, 17 to 22, get a World's Invitation and a travel stipend. That means you get a... right over here, a 18 or older, that's what I am, I would get, if Pokemon Worlds was out of region, $3,500. Or, let's say Pokemon Worlds is in region, like this year, Pokemon Worlds is in Honolulu, Hawaii, I would get $2,000 given to me to go to play Pokemon. Pretty amazing. For the stipend, though, you can receive $1,000. So let's say you're not, whatever, you're 16 to 22, you get $1,000 travel money to go play Pokemon. The crazy thing about this is the prize support. So Pokemon TCG prize support is absolutely monumental. They actually redid the prize support this year and gave more money to players. First place prize at Pokemon Worlds will now be getting $50,000. But let's say you're 17 to 32 and you get only $5,000. That's still a crazy amount compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! So we'll go over here and look at the YCS, you get an ultra rare of another versus Glutonia. I was looking on eBay because it's probably the only place you can actually see this that have sold, and I can't find any ultra rares. I'm not sure if there's any. This guy says $76. I doubt it. But I mean, looking for another versus Glutonia, it's realistically hard to find. So I have zero idea. As far as super rares, anywhere from I think like 900 to 1400. This one sold for a little bit under $950. It really varies. And you can see over here, the prices really varies all over the place for another Verse Dragon, if you really want it. The Championship Trophy, really nifty. You get one in Pokemon as well. The Messenger Bag, $400. Nintendo Switch, by the way, Nintendo Switch came out in March 3rd, 2017. Intro invite to VIP to the next World Championship qualifier. Once again, it's a round 1 bye. And a playmat. The playmat, which doesn't really go for much money at all, but we'll say $100. That means the guy who got 17th place, 32nd place, gets $5,000. He gets more money than Yu-Gi-Oh! Events. Now you're probably going, V, who cares? Well, it matters when, even at the regional level, this region I'm going to, first place prize wins, and correct me if I'm wrong, $5,000. So it's about $5,000. It's insane. The Pokemon meta is also dirt cheap as well, so I'll just go to Limitless. That's probably the place you want to go. We'll go to the recent Limitless event. This guy played Miraidon Flaffy. His deck is a tier 1 deck. It was $75. And he won $5,000. $75, by the way. This deck I'm playing, actually, Gardevoir. It's another deck in Pokemon. This deck's $37. Once again, this guy won money. We'll go to the guy got second, because this is a brand new deck, $126. The most expensive Pokemon deck is about the same price, giggity, is about the same price as a rogue Yu-Gi-Oh deck that does not even come close. And these decks are getting players money by winning. Something that Konami just doesn't offer. This is one deck I really like a lot. Once again, my Gardevoir deck, about 50 bucks. This is something I really wish Konami would do. Well, not the reprints, they've done that already, but they kind of done it in a weird way aside from Pokemon. Maybe I'll do another video if you guys want to hear the rares and how Pokemon's doing it and Yu-Gi-Oh! It's really weird because Pokemon's doing it, I think, correctly, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh! It's really greedy, it's a cash grab. But even just that put it to the side, Pokemon Meta TCG decks are dirt cheap. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players probably have 50 bucks lying around. That 50 bucks will buy you a tier 1 Pokemon deck right now. 50 bucks, easily. And these are decks that can win you $5,000 by winning one of the Pokemon events. A little side note is, Pokemon players cannot really translate as good over to Yu-Gi-Oh!, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can translate better off to Pokemon, and I don't know why that is. I played at 3 cups. One I dropped off early, I had to run home. But the other 2 cups I played that I did place at, I was in the top 4, and everybody else in the top 4, they were all Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Current or former, but something about playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Just makes you a better Pokemon player. The future professional Pokemon players, which I think there are professional Pokemon players, because you can win money. I would argue if you can win money in it, that makes you professional, whereas in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can win things to eBay. That does not make you professional. Anyway, the top players in all the cups I've been going to have been or currently play Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're almost in the same situation where they're like myself, they have their invite, so there's no reason to go ahead and play and waste time and drive hours and hours and hours and just go and play at a regional where they go maybe win a mat, or I play at a Pokemon Cup where the one I recently played at, first place prize took $100 home with him, including prize packs, and in those prize packs you can pull a $500 card. It's a real thing. So there's more prize for Pokemon. Now, I just want to throw this out there, even though I've been praising Pokemon nonstop, Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself as a game is a better game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Itself as a game is infinitely better than Pokemon. It's more challenging, it's more fun, it makes you think more, the game plays better. I just enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game itself better than Pokemon. With that said, everything else Pokemon has is just better than Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, here's the same website I registered for this event, and the registration is already closed, but I can register on this website. In the middle is my deck list, which I can submit an hour before the event starts on January. And by the way, it lets you know the tournament begins and the pairings. And this will tell me who I'm paired against in round 1. So in the same website, I get to register for an event, submit my deck list, and get paired on the event. And the website does not crash. If you've been to a Yu-Gi-Oh! YGOPaisano event, you know that little app that you gotta scan your phone, it crashes constantly. But in Pokemon, everything's done on one site and it does not crash. It will store a bit when people are registering for these events because some people are getting in because Pokemon events cap out, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh! Events don't cap out. And I really don't know the reason why. Pokemon is multi-tiered, meaning there's event for the seniors, masters, and juniors. And the masters is, I believe, they allowed 1,920 players for this event, capped out already. Whereas in Yu-Gi-Oh! They'll have an event for people to register, but they won't cap out. Now, I don't know why that is, but I do know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Not capping out is a real big sign, whereas Pokemon capping out is also a real big sign to say, hey, listen, people are registering here in mass, and people are not registering for Yu-Gi-Oh! Events, because why would you care to do that if you could just walk through the door on Friday and register right then and there on the spot? I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still catching up to Pokemon as far as doing this, as far as creating the website to have all the setup for, because that app is crashing since its inception within this game. With that said, though, I do think Pokemon has a good idea of how they're structuring their tournaments. A long time ago, people said Kazuki Takahashi's alive, and maybe if he was to die or step down from Yu-Gi-Oh!, we would have cash prizing. Well, unfortunately, the latter has happened, and unfortunately, his passing has come. But we're still getting stupid things like a Nintendo Switch that sells for, I mean, $200? Most Yu-Gi-Oh! Players attending the YGOPaisano event spend more than the Nintendo Switch price point, than a best version of Nintendo Switch price point, to go to these events. And win what? A Nintendo Switch? We all have it. A Universe Dragon, a Universe Glutonia, I mean, a premium membership bag, all these things get eBayed. People that do win these prizes immediately are forced to sell them in order to recoup the money they made for these events. There is no cash prizing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Whereas in Pokemon, they give you a chance to win some money back that you put into the game, that you put in for travel, that you put in to go to even a cup, even that Pokemon Cup, which is basically a bigger Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals. The last couple of cups I went to had anywhere from 20 to 30 players playing in them. And there was a lot of prize support for these cups, even at the local level. At the regional level, it's about $5,000. And once again, if you get enough points, you can go ahead and go and play for worlds. You don't even need to do like you do in Yu-Gi-Oh! In Yu-Gi-Oh! You get enough points, you go to Nationals, you play that Friday, and if you're knocked out, you get a super rare Nulliverse Glutonia. But that doesn't equal, that Nulliverse Glutonia that you are forced to sell, by the way, it doesn't equal the amount of money you spent even going to all those regionals, even going to all those events throughout the weekends nonstop. Whereas the Cups, if you win them, you win money. You win $100 at least within Pokemon Cups. Not only that, you win points, and if you get enough points, well, you get to play at Worlds. And not only do you get to play at Worlds, but if you get enough points, you get a travel stipend. If you get even more points, you get more money towards you traveling to Worlds. What's going on here, Konami? What's going on here, player base? There's just more reason to play Pokemon once you have your invite in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Konami's not doing anything. They're not offering anything. Don't get me wrong, I love remote duels, I love remote duel events, but even the remote duel events pricing is just as bad as the YCS. The only difference between remote duel YCS and a physical YCS, you save a crazy amount more money staying home in your house than traveling, paying for hotel, staying away from work, and doing all that jazz. It doesn't make any sense to even care to play in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event once you have your invite. The YCS is where it's at, remote duels is where it's at, but at regionals, why would you consider going to that? It's fun to go, it's definitely competitive, but at that point you're playing for glory. And why not earn some prize for the glory you pay for? Why not earn something by going out and playing? It makes sense at this point. Games like Magic the Gathering have been doing this for years. Games like Pokemon have recently increased the amount of money you get. But in Yu-Gi-Oh!, what have we gotten here as far as prize support? Nothing. We're getting the same exact thing from a greedy company that loves doing reprints upon reprints upon reprints just to keep juicing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Increasing the price point of so many things that they're sealed. Increasing the price point of the boxes for store owners to buy. Increasing the price point for you to go in and play in a YCS, which used to be $20, which is now $24. Increasing the price point for even the side events. Konami loves increasing prices for everything, but keeping the price support still lackluster. What's the incentivization? It's only the love of the game. And listen, the love of the game is great, but I care about the love of the game as it impacts me as a player to not go to regionals constantly. Maybe that might be different from you. Maybe you love going to regionals and don't mind spending all the money, time away from your family, and just keep nagging going to regionals. But at least with Pokemon, there's more. When I enter a Yu-Gi-Oh! Event, I get 5 packs and a coin if I register early. When I enter a Pokemon event, it costs more, but that's what I get back. More. And for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, we have shown Konami, we have shown everybody, we don't mind spending more if we can get more. We don't mind spending more money if there is more for us. Who wouldn't want to be in a VIP room? Who wouldn't want to have static seating? Who wouldn't want to pay to enter an event and get shirts, side event tickets, event dice, notebook, event pins, bags, shirts? Once again, more side event tickets. Like, who wouldn't want this? Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are willing to pay more if Konami offered more, but it has to make sense. We're not going to sit here and talk about how we're going to buy your Kaiba case or buy all your collectible stuff, limited time offer because you purposely short your own product, which is basically price gouging, which is illegal, by the way. I'm not really price gouging, there's a different law for it, but it's illegal, by the way, when you purposely short something. You're not shorting because of limited supply, you're shorting it because you want a lot of people to buy into it. And listen, scalpers go in and scalpers do what they do best. Look at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Shoes, which are ugly. Scalpers bought them bad boys up, and those shoes are on eBay within minutes of the shoes being available for sale on the official website. Konami said, oh, it's out of our hands, but money's into their pockets. And it's crazy to think that Konami just doesn't care about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Player base. I do think they do. I think Konami does care. But you have to go to them. We have to speak up to these Konami people and let them know we want more. When it comes to the points grind, we want guarantee slots into Worlds, not a points grind for an event in which you get smacked out in time. Oh, but don't worry about it, you get another versus Dragon. Get out of here with that garbage. We want the opportunity to go and play in Worlds. We want the opportunity to have stipends for our players. We want the opportunity to have better prize support, cash prize support. And before anyone says, V, they'll never do that. They will if enough players speak up. Konami is always a company that will listen to the pressure of the player base. If the player community got together and say, we want X, Y, and Z, and keep saying it over and over again, and everyone keeps going at Konami constantly, then they will. Whenever you got some of these YouTubers ball clapping Konami, or some other people just saying they hate Konami, no, tell them. Talk to Konami like you would talk to somebody when you first walk into like a Walmart. You're not their friend. You don't hate them. You just want better for what you want. So I'll give you an example. You walk in and you say, hey, listen, I want shoes. Boom, go. I'm not trying to be a buddy, and I don't hate you. I just want what I want. And when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like a lot of people in this game just don't do that. Whenever you go to watch this event, you see a Konami employee, if they're sitting around, go talk to them. 100%. Email them. They read all the emails, allegedly. But definitely go talk to them when you're physically at a Yu-Gi-Oh event. And let them know. Don't worry about those dumbass surveys they give you and they bribe you, or you're going to plush job, you're filling out surveys. Screw that shit. Walk up to Konami people and straight up talk to them and say, hey, listen, this is what I want. I want cash prizing. And whenever they give you any kind of bullshit, you say, I want cash prizing. This is not a non-discussion argument, okay? Pokemon does it, Magic does it, you need to do it. And before, well, Konami, OCG won't let us, I don't care. You don't need to be reasonable with irreasonable responses that are given to you. Never. Once again, don't be an asshole about it. Don't ball clap. Just tell them, I want this. Well, you see, I don't care what you say. I want this. What are you going to do? And then that Konami employee walks over and sees someone else and they go, hey, how's it going? They go, oh, how you doing? Oh, Konami, blah. Yeah, I want cash prizing. Well, no. I don't care. This is what I want. We spend enough money in this game, Konami should give us the ability to win some of it back. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. It's your boy V. And like I said, hopefully I'll have this video coming up. Hopefully by the event's done on the 21st. I'll start editing it the minute I get home. Within the end of January, I'll have a video coming up showing you guys what's it like to go to a Pokemon event, because I'm allowed to film everywhere I go in that event. I'm free to film everywhere I go, and I would love you guys to come with me and watch that video and see how it is, because the other side, pretty green. Like I said, if I could play Yu-Gi-Oh at a Pokemon event, it would be perfect. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. It's your boy V, and you guys have a great day.